women that set that up because they didn't like her swag and they were afraid that she was going to steamroll them because they knew when it came to creating content, that bitch was a G.
His pregnancy is a way of keeping Jay Z's alleged mistress away. You know, this is what I love. This is what I love.
Legacy that, in my opinion, was mitigated, really fucked over for the sake of sparing a legacy that was totally untrue.
Wendy Williams has been in the news a lot lately. First, it was about her health issues, then her financial troubles. But none of that stirred up as much buzz as her supposed comment about Beyoncé. Now, Jaguar Wright is chiming in, claiming that Beyoncé is such an evil mastermind that she could do anything to Wendy's career.
Excuse me, I just said I'm a fan, but we have to call a spade a spade.
The internet is buzzing with sources saying that the R&B star got to the top either by copying her competition or bulldozing them out of the way. There are also rumors that big stars like Beyoncé crush the dreams of upcoming artists by taking their work and paying them off. Normally, this wouldn't be a big deal, but we're talking about Beyoncé here, a woman who has managed to maintain a squeaky clean image in front of her fans and the media.
Oh, Beyoncé. Yeah, right?
So, to be accused of using her status to squash the dreams and aspirations of smaller and upcoming artists is a pretty damning allegation. No wonder many of her fans doubted Williams' claims, believing that their idol, though not a saint, wouldn't stoop to such underhanded tactics just to stay on top. However, unfortunately for these fans, some industry insiders like Wendy Williams have reportedly pulled up receipts to back up these claims.
Alleged woman over in allegedly Trinidad with the alleged 10-year-old alleged son, allegedly by Jay Z. Beyonce's trying to keep up with her.
First up is Aaliyah. Sources allege that Beyoncé was jealous of Aaliyah for two main reasons, being Jay Z's love interest and her status as the princess of R&B. Jay Z first met Aaliyah when she was a teenager, and the two were rumored to be dating when she turned 20. However, Damon Dash swooped in and won Aaliyah's heart, and Jay Z never forgave him for it. According to Damon, everyone was trying to get Aaliyah since she was the hottest thing on the scene. He claimed that Jay Z tried his hardest to get Aaliyah back after their short fling, but it never happened, as Dash ultimately won her over. Rumors suggest that Jay Z was so invested in Aaliyah that the breakup impacted his business and friendship with his bestie, Damon Dash.
Aaliyah, dated her. What's her legacy?
Coolest girl in the whole world. You know, too good for this world.
Eventually, the two friends and business partners, Jay Z and Damon Dash, parted ways, largely due to Aaliyah and a few other disagreements. Some fans compare Aaliyah to Beyoncé and claim that Jay Z had to work much harder to win over Aaliyah than he did with Beyoncé. According to them, Jay Z put more effort into getting Aaliyah's attention. They point out that Aaliyah had a roster of prominent stars vying for her, making the competition tougher for Jay Z. At the time, there was R. Kelly, Damon Dash, and Genuine, all heavyweights in the music industry, competing for her attention.
Everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro.
Right.
She was like, you know, she'll go to dinner with her. She wasn't going to just be smashing. So that was like the big deal, like who.
When Jay Z met Beyoncé, very little was known about her love life, except for her teenage relationship with the relatively unknown Lindell Locke. There was no circus around her, making it a walk in the park for the encore rapper. So this is one reason why fans think Queen Bey might have been jealous of Aaliyah. However, the most significant reason for Beyoncé's alleged jealousy is Aaliyah's success. When Aaliyah was crowned the princess of R&B, Beyoncé was still climbing the ladder and nowhere near her current status. While success takes time, many fans believe that Beyoncé wouldn't have achieved her current level of fame if Aaliyah were still alive. In fact, some conspiracy theorists claim that Jay Z and Beyoncé teamed up with the Illuminati to sacrifice the burgeoning R&B icon. They believe this singular act paved the way for Beyoncé to achieve the global icon status she enjoys today.
She was our age, and it's just scary because that could have been any one of us. And she was an angel, and I know that now she's with God.
These theorists point out that around the time Aaliyah was dominating the charts, Beyoncé was spiraling into despair and depression. Destiny's Child had just lost a member, and fans and media were blaming Beyoncé, thinking her father, who was also the group's manager, was giving her preferential treatment at the expense of the other members. Seeing Aaliyah nail her spot on the world stage, Beyoncé couldn't help but feel jealous. Thus, the conspiracy theorists surmised that Beyoncé had to sacrifice Aaliyah to take her spot. While we're not ones to believe in conspiracy theories, they do raise some intriguing points. The next star people believe Beyoncé trampled on her way to the top is singer Blue Cantrell. If you heeded Blue Cantrell's advice from her 2001 hit, Hit 'em Up style, Oops, you'd know that when your man wanted to get buck wild, hitting him where it hurt, his pockets was the way to go. That nugget of wisdom had women everywhere blasting her jam from their car stereos. However, after dropping the single and the albums So Blue in 2001 and Bittersweet in 2003, featuring the Sean Paul-assisted Breathe, Blue Cantrell seemed to vanish. In the early 2000s, Blue Cantrell was one of the biggest names in R&B and even gave Beyoncé a run for her money. In a 2016 interview with Australia's The Music, Cantrell shared her perspective on the current state of R&B. She commented on the prevalent use of filters, describing the scene as played out and ridiculous. Her sentiments extended to the prevalence of lip syncing and the widespread use of auto-tune, practices she adamantly opposes, emphasizing that they do not align with her personal style. Blue Cantrell remains steadfast in her refusal to embrace these modern techniques in her music. "Everything is a little more filtered today," Cantrell said. "I try to be nice when I say it's more filtered." She added, "Everyone's lip syncing and they're using auto-tune, and it's something that I will never do. It's just not my style. I refuse to do that." In the midst of all her success, Blue was constantly plagued with rumors that she had an intense feud with superstar Beyoncé. Of course, Beyoncé is arguably the biggest pop star in the world today, but in the early 2000s, Beyoncé had launched her solo career with the album Dangerously in Love, and was in the early stages of her relationship with Jay Z.
And you made a choice to work with someone, and you probably didn't realize how nefarious he was when you got involved with him. I didn't.
Since Blue had a close friendship with Jay and was releasing chart-topping R&B singles right around the same time as Bey started to, it was only a matter of time before the whispers started. Blue insisted to anyone who asked that there was nothing going on between her and Jay, though she did once admit to Wendy Williams that she had a big crush on him. "I still have a crush on him now," she spilled. "I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him." Rumors of a feud were fueled even further when Blue pointed out the similarities between her songs and Beyoncé's. In an interview with The Guardian, Blue Cantrell pointed out the striking similarities between Beyoncé and Jay Z's music video for Bonnie and Clyde and the promotional video for her own song Round Up, which predated Beyoncé's release. This observation fueled further speculation about potential influences and comparisons between the two artists.
Here to be able to say I'm doing it, so I feel very blessed.
Adding an intriguing layer to the narrative, Blue drew attention to Beyoncé's lyrics in the song Signs, where she whispers, "I was in love with a Sagittarius. I've been hurt by a Pisces." It's worth noting that Jay Z is a Sagittarius, while Blue is a Pisces. Blue delivered a warning to Beyoncé at the time, suggesting that if the comparisons were intentional, it would be a misguided move. She asserted, "Maybe she's trying to do it to get press, but I want to make her understand. If she goes there with me, it's the wrong move. She needs to understand what she's doing and what she's getting into. I'm a master at singing." However, the last statement may be taken with a pinch of salt, as it reflects the intensity of the rumored feud. Moreover, many people suggest that their feud was initiated because of Blue's alleged affair with Jay Z. During an appearance on Wendy Williams' talk show, the host hinted at the close nature of Blue Cantrell's relationship with Jay Z. While Cantrell remained coy, she openly expressed her enduring crush on the Run This Town singer. This candid admission didn't sit well with Beyoncé, and the media quickly picked up on the possibility of a feud between the two women. Responding to Beyoncé's lyrics, in which she mentioned being hurt by a Pisces, Cantrell's astrological sign, Blue Cantrell labeled Beyoncé immature in an interview with The Guardian. In 2003, Blue Cantrell set the record straight regarding the rumors surrounding her relationship with Jay Z. Speaking to The Guardian, Cantrell revealed, "Me and Jay Z were said to have been dating. It was major press. I have to say to you that we weren't. It seems people are saying Beyoncé Carter took him away from you. But that's not true because there was nothing to take. Jay Z and I were just friends. But was it all planned by Beyoncé to end Blue's career? Because it was obvious Blue was gaining success when Beyoncé just joined the industry, and she even was rumored to be with Jay Z when Jay and Bey were just friends. With all this reported tension, it seems implausible that Beyoncé would choose to name her firstborn daughter after Cantrell. Since the arrival of Blue Ivy Carter, the offspring of the influential power couple Beyoncé and Jay Z, the world has been abuzz with a burning question. Did legendary songstress Blue Cantrell have a hand in naming this celebrated offspring?
I always listened to jazz as a child. It was something that was always in my house, and, Manhattan Transfer.
Recent reports suggest a curious connection between the names Blue Cantrell and Blue Carter, as they share the same initials and a similar sound. There are speculations that Jay Z still harbors emotions for Cantrell, a sentiment acknowledged by insiders in the industry. Beyoncé, who may not be considered the most perceptive individual, could have interpreted the naming choice as a potential affront, especially since the baby was reportedly born via a surrogate. Rumors circulating in New York have long hinted at a past infidelity between Jay Z and Cantrell. Given Jay Z's well-known history of indiscretions, widely acknowledged in certain circles in New York, California, and Florida, it's somewhat surprising that he didn't opt for a name like Blue Rihanna Vashti Carter. However, people believe that Beyoncé might have ended Blue's career because she is what is supposed to be an expert in. Her famous feud with Rihanna also clears things up, and people believe she can do the same with Wendy Williams, as well as she holds immense power. Wendy Williams has recently garnered significant attention due to her gossip show, where she has reportedly used the platform to reveal controversial actions by certain Hollywood elites. However, current headlines are raising eyebrows as they suggest that Williams herself may be facing challenges similar to other artists who have attempted to expose the industry. It's been revealed that Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, as announced by her medical care team. The former talk show host received this diagnosis last year, and her medical team acknowledges that these conditions have already posed significant challenges in Wendy's life.
Wanted to come back to daytime television, but she has an even bigger challenge than anyone would have imagined. We're learning that the former talk show host has been diagnosed with a form of dementia.
Despite the hurdles, Wendy is still able to handle many things on her own. The medical team emphasized that she maintains her trademark sense of humor and is receiving the necessary care to ensure her well-being. Wendy herself is grateful for the kind thoughts and good wishes coming her way during this challenging time. According to Mayo Clinic, aphasia robs you of the ability to communicate and can affect your ability to speak, write, and understand language, both verbal and written. The group adds that the condition typically occurs suddenly after a stroke or a head injury, but it can also come on gradually from a slow-growing brain tumor or a disease that causes progressive permanent damage. Well, that's not the end of her struggles. According to a family friend who spoke during a recent radio interview, Wendy Williams relocated to Florida in 2023. Radio host Miss Jones revealed that when she attempted a wellness check on Williams, employees at Wendy's previous residence informed her that the inquiry was several months too late. Did they sell the unit? Is it on the market? Reaction to the shocking revelation, going on to add, they said, well, you know what happened? She was getting better, she was coming around, and then she started getting sick again because her family's in Florida, and people were coming in her circle that they weren't familiar with. Like, they couldn't get access to her when they wanted. They moved her down to Florida. The reported move to Florida aligns with the timing of revelations about Wendy Williams' health, raising concerns within her family about potential exploitation by her team. Williams' son went on record alleging that decisions were being made on behalf of his mother by her team, even to the extent of freezing her out of her bank accounts.
Oh, the legends, KRS-One, you put me in there and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, Wendy's a talk show lady. No.
Wendy Williams, who has kept a low profile in the media since concluding her syndicated talk show in 2022, is rumored to have been working on a new reality series. Last April, reports emerged suggesting that she had been filming at her childhood home in Ashbury Park, New Jersey. Although she spent her formative years there, her family moved to the predominantly white suburb of Wayside in 1970 due to racial unrest. Williams, known for her transparency about her early life and challenges, particularly her struggles with addiction, may be embarking on her most personal project yet with this reported reality series. However, some fans have already speculated it. They are arguing that it is all because of her feud with Diddy. One of HR fans wrote, "Be somebody get Wendy Williams a MF podcast microphone or something. Not she done Avatar Aang. When the world him most he vanished," another one added. One more fan wrote his sentiments saying, "Wendy Williams, we speak your name, rise up and take your place." However, she believes that it is all because of the elites like Diddy and Jay Z of the industry. It's widely acknowledged that Jay Z, along with his wife Beyoncé, has amassed an impressive number of Grammy wins, solidifying their status as major recipients of the prestigious award. However, Kanye West has recently expressed growing frustration, particularly directed at Jay Z. Kanye's concerns have intensified, fueled by the belief that Jay Z's influence and connections within the industry might have played a role in Kanye's own disappointments at the Grammy Awards.
There's people I know that tweeted or were texting each other like, he's giving codes away, giving codes away.
While forging his own path, Kanye West became increasingly convinced that certain artists were receiving preferential treatment within the music industry. He perceived a disproportionate focus on Jay Z's accomplishments, unintentionally fueling a sense of rivalry. Despite Jay Z's unparalleled influence, Kanye's resolve remains unshaken. He persistently voiced his concerns about what he deemed an unjust system, challenging established norms. In his unwavering journey, Kanye managed to carve out a distinct place for himself in the industry. Notably, he unveiled a facet that adds to Jay Z's current authority and influence, a connection with numerology that significantly contributes to his pervasive power. Kanye West has made controversial claims suggesting that Beyoncé and Jay Z are deeply involved in the occult and have been associated with past incidents of human sacrifices. Kanye, who was once closely connected to the power couple, has spoken openly about his belief in a dark group involved in such practices. Despite their seemingly genuine friendship, Kanye has asserted that not only his mother but others have been sacrificed, shedding light on a hidden and disturbing aspect of their association. The veil of silence surrounding this alleged group makes it difficult to corroborate such claims. Kanye, known for his outspoken nature, fearlessly voices his thoughts on various topics, from anti-Semitism to exposing what he believes to be instances of human sacrifices. Kanye West has boldly claimed that he is immune to control by influential figures in Hollywood, citing his lack of involvement in harmful activities. However, he pointedly mentioned a list of individuals who could be susceptible to influence, hinting at possible connections with the Illuminati and those associated with causing harm. In his words, "They can't control me. They can control Shaq and Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Beyoncé and Jay Z. Ain't no name I won't say. It's up." Jay Z, known for consistently captivating public attention, has faced speculation and scrutiny throughout his career. A particularly shocking assertion suggests that Jay Z may have been involved in a plan to harm Pimp C, as reported by certain sources. This revelation challenges existing perceptions of Jay Z's character, introducing a level of ruthlessness that surprises both fans and observers alike.
I mean, this guy had the meanest face I've ever seen. Like, I was like a little scared. I'm saying this here on live TV.
Bun B, another figure from the music industry, is depicted in the video speaking in cryptic terms. In this intriguing revelation, he unveils surprising details about the beef between Pimp C and Jay Z. According to Pimpin, Pimp C allegedly had a passionate affair with Beyoncé while she was still married to Jay Z. The tension between the two men escalated due to the existence of a private video featuring Pimp C and Beyoncé, described explicitly as a S-tape. Pimpin suggests that this tape could have been a lucrative asset for Pimp C if he had chosen to release it, potentially causing significant repercussions for the careers of top rappers and music artists in America. While it might not have affected Jay Z as much, given the drama surrounding such revelations, it adds a layer of complexity to their already strained relationship. Additionally, Pimp C and Jay Z reportedly had a pre-existing feud rooted in professional disparities, contributing further to the animosity between them. In 1999, both Pimp C and Jay Z had planned a musical collaboration together, but Pimp C was not enthusiastic about it. The underlying reason for this difference in opinion was revealed by Too Short. According to him, the stumbling block in reaching a mutual agreement stemmed from Tupac, as Pimp C's reluctance to be part of the song was solely tied to Tupac. Later, the report showed that it was a planned and executed. Such precision could only be attributed to a determined rival who harbored resentment towards Pimp C's success or standing in the industry. The relationship between Jay Z and Pimp C was previously discussed by Jeff Sledge, the VP of Atlantic Records, revealing Pimp C's views on Jay Z after a disagreement on a music video. This historical context adds another layer to the complex dynamics between the two artists, suggesting that there may have been long-standing tensions that could have played a role in the tragic events surrounding Pimp C's death. Fans noticeably missing Wendy Williams have sparked suspicions that something intriguing might be in the works. Wendy has a history of a prolonged feud with Sean Diddy Combs, spanning 2 decades. Recent lawsuits alleging SA and physical abuse against Diddy have reignited fans' desire for a Wendy Williams comeback. However, history suggests that making a return after crossing paths with Diddy can be challenging. Wendy Williams, renowned as the queen of entertainment news and gossip, has consistently addressed celebrity rumors and raised concerns about Combs throughout her media career. The persistent conflict with the music mogul may have contributed to setbacks in her professional journey. Now, with fans eagerly anticipating a Wendy Williams comeback, the lingering shadow of past conflicts with Diddy adds an extra layer of complexity to the prospect of her return. And according to recent sources and reports, it is revealed that Jay Z and Diddy possibly work together, and Beyoncé, with the help of them, can do anything she wants. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.